There it is. It's just hovering in the same position. It's been there for the last 2 nights. I was gonna film it last night, but I was like, no, let me see if it moves to a different coordinate. But you guys probably can't see how bright red it is. It's red now. Okay, normally it'd be white, but now it's turning red. So the question, in fact, is still, what could this thing possibly be, man? Hey, this is your boy LCDAONE Stargazer L. Back with this UFO video, man. Now, I didn't talk in the first segment because I was doing push-ups, but I'm giving y'all the info now, man. You guys may have to zoom in. I don't know if it's from the, you know, the way this camera is set up, but this thing is red now. It is really red. All the other times I filmed it been white. But tonight, on this night, it's red. And it was in the same position last night. It was right in the same position. Okay? Now y'all can say what y'all want to say. Y'all can say all the things y'all want to say. I know people still saying, why am I continuing to film this thing? I'm filming it because it's data research. Okay, this is data research, and this has got to be something other than a star at this point, because it's constantly moving, and now it's stationary in the same position. It's in the same position. Okay? Now, if it's in the same position tomorrow night, then that'll let me know something further. As you can see, it's kind of gloomy on this night. It's kind of gloomy, but it's still peeking through the clouds. Real visible for you to see it. This is irregular. This is not norm. This is not normality. And that's why I'm filming. Okay? That's why I'm filming. Shout out to DJ Classical, and all those who've been watching up until this point. That has been watching. And I just can't wait to unleash the new stuff I have for you guys on my LCDAONE Stargazing video channel. Make sure y'all go subscribe to LCDAONE Stargazing videos, because I want to bring you guys something really interesting. And also, I'm going to release some sci-fi movies on there. 1 minute movies we're going to start off with. But I'm going to go deep into the science of this. What if that thing starts moving closer to me? What if it starts moving while we're watching it? That's the whole point of this data research. Have to monitor the activity of something irregular. That's not normal. This is not normality. This can't be normal. For this thing to be appearing like this all these days I have filmed. Okay? People say it's Jupiter, Venus. Some say it's a star, it's a planet or something. Okay. I'm not discrediting anything that people have said. But to me, still, in my opinion, this is unidentified. And people have said all across the world that has been watching these videos that this thing, well, something like it, is in their area. So if that, in fact, is the case, I was saying Instagram me, hit me on Twitter with the info, send me a screenshot, send me a video, so I can react to it. I do reactions as well. But I just had to come in on this night. I had to let y'all gaze at it for a minute. All those that have watched up until this point, so you guys can speculate and come with a formulation of why this thing is over the building. And it's red. It's red like the moon be red. Like the planet Mars. So, I wish I had a telescope. If you guys help me get to a certain mark on this channel, I could buy a high-powered telescope. And I could really do some gazing for you guys. And I would get the footage for you. But it's up to you guys, man. Do y'all want me to continue to do this research, monitor this activity of this thing? If so, comment below. Let me know how good of a job I'm doing, man. This is all data research. Because on one of these days, it may take off. On one of these days, we may see something else. We just have to keep watching, because this is not what normal. This is not normality. This is something else. And at this point, you don't know what the government has up their sleeves. You don't know. Nobody knows, man. We don't know what's going to happen next. All we have to do is be prepared for the coming. The coming. You never know what's going to happen next. A whole bunch of these things can start to pop up. They can cluster everywhere. Clusters. You never know. And I'm just getting the first sighting of one of them. What if about 10 of them pop up? Then what you guys gonna say? Oh, wow, yeah, he was right. And they just sit there monitoring our activity. What if they start popping up everywhere? What are you guys gonna say then? So this is very important. Observation. That's what's going on. That's what's happening now. I'm observing the activity of this unidentified flying thing. Well, it's not moving yet. Because when most things, especially if you monitor something before you attack it, what happens? You observe it. You study it before you make your move. So that's what this thing is probably doing. It probably got here first, right? Out of all the ships that travel from distances to get to this hemisphere, this atmosphere, it probably got here first. So it's probably sitting there, giving signals, giving the coordinate, the flight plans for the others to come. You never know, man. But that's why we're doing this research. So we can monitor it and be prepared. Don't get ready, be ready. That's what Will Smith said. Because you never know what's going to happen next. You never know. Nobody knows what's going to happen next. But you have to be prepared. So when I come to you guys and I give y'all these thoughts for brain and brain for thought, y'all need to heed to it and soak it up. Digest it. Okay? Because you learned something. I learned you something today. Gave you some knowledge. Now from that you get wisdom. And wisdom leads to being smart and not doing anything dumb. Because at this point we can't afford to. We got the coronavirus. Soul Illuminati, spiritual soul. Shout out to spiritual soul. He said now we facing a food drought. Because China has flooded. China has flooded. Now we're facing the food drought. People are about to starve. So now we're dealing with coronavirus. This is a sign. These are signs out the Bible plagues, pestilence, right? We just deal with the plague. We still dealing with the plague. Now pestilence, no food, famine. That's what the soul Illuminati was alluding to. I can discern form. This is purgatory we're reaching. The decision between heaven or hell. Will you do something out of character to survive? Because now this is turning into hell. This is turning into hell. We're suffocating ourselves to death in 90-degree weather with masks on. That attacks the respiratory system, which will lead to heart attacks and all other type of illnesses. Okay? It only becomes chronic after it continues to happen. That's the pattern. Until you put masks on, it becomes chronic. And it becomes an illness. Then it becomes a sickness. And then after this, a condition. Then it can be fatal, serious. You go to the intensive care unit. Then you're in critical condition, right? So that's what I'm saying. Don't get ready, be ready for what's going to happen next, because we don't know what's going to happen next. You never know, this may be a plan from the government. I sound like one of the commercial dudes, they be talking on real fast. But I have to give y'all that knowledge. But I'm finna sign out, man. Hey, this your homie LCDAONE. LCDAONE to be exactly this. Stargazer LCDAONE. Okay? Make sure y'all like this video, share, comment, and subscribe. And turn on the notification bell button. Okay? You gotta turn on the notification and subscribe if you're new. Subscribe. And go subscribe to LCDAONE Stargazing videos, because I'm coming with it. I'm coming with it. I'm coming with bangers. Bangers upon bangers. Mark my words, LCDAONE Stargazing videos will be something to talk about in the sea. Wait till y'all see what's gonna unfold on that channel. But man, like I always say, man, take care of yourselves and each other. And love thyself and you love thy neighbor. And I'm out. One.